Hello, and thank you for joining me in another episode of the Tech Exec podcast, where we triple your impact per engineer. As always, I'm your host, Aviv Ben-Yosef, advisor and consultant tech executives worldwide. And our subject today is timing. And I'm guessing you know, timing is everything, right? So let's talk about that. Before we get to that, though, now I'm guessing it's good timing to let you know that my new book will be out in a few weeks. So you'll be able to get your hands on capitalizing on your technology very soon, and actually the pre-orders will start soon, and anyone who purchases during the pre-order will get a free freebie from me. So if you want to stay up to date, subscribe to my newsletter. The link is in the show notes, and you'll get all the news first. Now, let's talk about timing. So, we were in Rome for a few days, and the first day we walked by a place that I recognized should be a good gelato. And I said, hey, want to get some ice cream? We just went there, took us 2 minutes, we were done. Fantastic ice cream. Really, we kept talking about the consistency, the mouthfeel. Really great ice cream. Fast forward a couple of days, we walked by the same area, and we're like, hey, want to grab another ice cream? Yeah, sure. We went there, and we saw a line going out of the place. Dozens of people standing in line. We realized this is going to take at least 20 minutes. And we're like, what's going on? So first of all, one of the differences was that it was the weekend. But also, this is just one of the best places in Rome to grab a good cup of ice cream. And unfortunately, that said cup is a lot harder to get when you get there at the wrong time. Now, at first, we were like, okay, we just had this ice cream the other day and we waited 2 minutes. It's the same ice cream, and therefore it's not worth waiting 15, 20 minutes in line to get it, right? Now, this is basically the same ice cream, right? Everything that's different is just supply and demand. All of a sudden, because this is a day with a lot more demand, we have to wait more. But it is the same ice cream. So it doesn't make any sense, right? And I don't agree. I think that this is precisely why timing is everything. You would rather get a bunch of money today than get it in a week, right? At the end of the day, if you're able to help your people realize that if we do things at the right timing, it can make a huge difference, you can see how everyone becomes more aligned in thinking about the value and not about silver plating every little feature. So where's this going at? What I want you to realize is that there's a reason that businesses want to have deadlines on things. And the reason is not because we want you to work faster, but because timing is important. If we know when something will be done, if we know when something will be available, we can start planning on it. And therefore, it is worth more in some occasions to have a deadline and to know when something is supposed to be done than not to. Because that timing can make all the difference between being able to start a PR campaign, have some TV ads, whatever, and not being able to do that. Waiting till it's too late, and then you cannot launch it as good as you would have liked. Now, engineers too much think that deadlines, estimates are all about controlling them. There's something that we need to be fighting. I'm reading about no estimates recently, and I get that. But I do think that we have to help people in our teams realize that when we see that the deadlines don't make any sense, the right way to push back isn't to be against deadlines, but to say, okay, tell me how much time we've got for this. How much are you willing to invest in these capabilities? And we'll see what we can get by that amount of time. And we assume that we'll be able to get this or that. So you cut to the bare minimum to get something there, and you start iterating on it. And once you do that, not only will your people be happier, but everyone you're working with will be able to see the value a lot more easily. And that, I believe, is worth a lot. That's it for this week. Thank you for joining me. And if you haven't yet, do subscribe to my newsletter. It's the best online newsletter for tech executives. And, of course, you're going to be the first to learn about new developments about my book. So, link in the show notes. Thank you. Talk soon.